Hello, Lunatic. How are you doing today? Okay. I think I posted on the socials. Socials have been posted. Nice, nice. Hello. Hope you're doing good today. You feel desire. Interesting. What do you desire? A chocolate bar? Because I desire a chocolate bar, I'm gonna have one later. Yes, yes, yes. How much you bought for me a cookie and cream Kit Kat? It seems very nice. Yes, yes, yes. So that's what I'm gonna have for later. I love my playlist. I don't change it much because honestly, I feel like I pick at least the ones that are available on Spotify, like the best music that's like relaxing in a way that allows me to focus. You should do some ringing, but you're tired? Aww. I mean, if you're tired, you're tired. I don't know what your workload is like, so... If you're very tired, then you shouldn't force yourself, otherwise the quality of your work is gonna be bad. If you're just like unmotivated or something like that, then forcing is alright, but when you're physically tired, that means you need to rest. That means you need to rest. That is the distinction that people don't really make. See, people don't realize. People don't realize. That's the main difference. That's the main difference. You pull through if you're not feeling motivated, and you rest if you're actually tired physically. Because when you're unmotivated, the best way to pull through is to bore yourself. Which is a really weird thing to say, but it's a really true thing. Oh, the ad break is almost over. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go! Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing good today. Yes, 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 I know I am. Actually, hold up. Let me try to do something. Let me try to do something. Let me check something real quick here. Check something real quick. And oh no, immersion, what am I call it? Where do I put this? Where was it? There we go. Let me select an effect. Let's see, where is it? Weather effect. Select. Oh, right. Okay. And activate. Well, okay, this doesn't look like snow. That kind of looks like piss. Ah, never mind. I see you still don't use spout. Yes. Yes, I don't. I really should get around to learn it, but that means not doing anything else so I can learn it. And yeah. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. So, not a learn thing. It's not? It's an install and forgetting. Really? I don't have to set up stuff? I don't know why. whenever I tilt my hat comes off. Why does it do that? I wonder. Wee, wee, wee. So anyways. So I was thinking, install it, then change from game capture to Spout 2. Ah, I see. Interesting. I'll check it out sometime. I'll check it out. It has a lot of options, but don't necessarily need to use them. It's just what you're saying. I see. Okay, so let's see. How big is this compared to the sprite? Chat today. I want to do something special. So this is a thing that I've done a long time ago on my first year of pixel art. At the end of my first year of pixel art, I remember that I did this animation. Looks like just an input-output string. I see. And honestly, I want to redo this. This is very old. This is very old style me. I want to do it in this format. I want to do it in the Flipwitch format. So basically, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. Yes. So now I wonder, should I use the male sprite or the female sprite? Or am I greedy and I go for both? Do I do both versions? I could like make a cycle where I'm running a male sprite and then I change into the female. You know what? That sounds really fun. Also, the hat is moving probably due to how I rigged it. But you didn't rig this hat. I've just stuck it here. I think it's stuck in one of the eyebrows. Ah, I see. I don't know. I think it's funny. It's like, whoops. I like it. Personally, I like it. I've been meaning to do a running animation for this for the Flipwitch style thing since forever. This is an amazing opportunity to do this. I think the hair is actually moving if it's not physical because of warp deformers. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. So let's get started and let's add some music, shall we? There we go. You guys can hear it fine. Let me know if the audio is okay. I know audio likes to keep shifting. Alright then, let's start by changing the main pose to a running animation one. Here. No, hold up. There's a fundamentally wrong thing that I'm doing. And that fundamentally wrong thing that I'm doing is including this part here. For this effect to work, should only include up to here. Preferably even this part here too. Let me go all the way here. There we go. Nana made a tweet recently, I saw it today, where she's basically saying that she doesn't wanna feel like she is streaming for obligation or for money. If she streams, it's going to be just for hobby, because she makes enough money as an artist. And honestly, respect. Respect. You don't have to turn everything you do into something monetizable. Right? Okay. I'm gonna go grab something to drink and I'll pass out in the couch if I don't return then, and it was nice seeing you. Alright, Lunatic, be careful. See, that's how you know it's not lack of motivation. The fact that you're probably passed out means that you're tired. There you go. There you go. This is how you figure it out. This is how you figure out. There you go. If you're almost passing out, that means you're tired. Super simple. Not that hard. It really isn't rocket science after all. God, music from Undertale is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Like, attaboy, Toby Fox. Your stuff is amazing. Momochi was telling me the other day that she wants me to play Omori. She thinks it's a game that actually fits me very well. Honestly, I might. Honestly, I might. Okay, that looks cute. That looks cute. Gonna keep it like this. You know what's daunting? When you make a very complex sprite, you don't touch it for a while. And then you come back to it. I feel like sometimes it's almost easier to redo the sprite because you feel like you know where things are supposed to go. But this sprite is actually too well done for me to just scrap it and restart, honestly. I gotta learn the ins and outs of editing sprites instead of just making it from scratch. Makes my life easier too, you know? Okay, so here... What I'm going to do here is I am going to take this part here. I'm going to take this whole arm out so I can have all the references for details without having to check the material. Then we close this part here. And now we can make a new new stuff out of this. Yes. So ninja pose, usually ninja run, a little bit of a Naruto run-esque kind of thing. We want the head lower, much lower than the rest of the body. Body will usually be tilted. So I believe something like this compared to the original. More actually. Head should be around here. And put this around here. Gonna put that. But you know, chat, I gotta say, been having a lot of fun playing Kotor. It's been really nice. Already had at least one of you asking me if I would play Mass Effect. Honestly, for Mass Effect, it's a little bit complicated because I'm not a shooter guy. I'm not a shooter girl either. I'm not a shooter they or them. I'm not a shooter. I am not a shooter. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. But if there is like a way to cheese the combat, could give it a try. If y'all know a way to cheese the combat, I might give it a try for the sake of the story, but I don't know. Space stuff, I kinda draw the line at Star Wars, actually. I find Star Wars more enjoyable than most other space stories. Don't know why. In theory, I should really like the sci-fi genre. There's a lot of cool stuff. But it never really spoke out to me that much. I think I like Star Wars because Star Wars is way more like futuristic fantasy rather than a proper sci-fi adventure, you know? As the meme says, there are space wizards in there. This is enough. This is what makes it less sci-fi and more fantasy. It's them space wizards. The space wizards make Star Wars very distinct from the likes of Star Trek, actually. I think there used to be a rivalry between the two fandoms on the internet originally, if I'm not mistaken. The Star Trek fans usually being the more our sci-fi is more serious than yours kind of situation, which always funny because both are very campy. So those sorts of fights to everyone else, they just doesn't seem like that big of a deal or that different. But you know, I never watched Star Trek actually. Never really watched Star Trek. I hear good things about it. I hear great things about it. I don't know if I ever saw any of the movies. Or if I only saw Star Wars. Come to think of it, have I ever seen a Star Trek movie? I don't think I have. I know of them. I know that there is one where Spock dies, and then there's one where Spock's no longer dead, and then they meet God or something. I know that that's the thing that happens. I don't know if they ever meet Santa Claus though. I do know they meet God. They might have met Santa Claus on an episode or two. They always do that. They always do that. I remember there used to be a Men in Black cartoon show, and in the Christmas special, they actually met Santa Claus, but Santa Claus was an alien. Which is very on point for that show, honestly. Like, it was one of those tiny face aliens that they ride a human mecha and it opens right at the face. That's where their cockpit is. Or were those the elves? No, I think the Santa Claus was real, but all the elves were aliens? Yeah, was that how that worked? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was back when every single freaking thing that comes out in theaters that's remotely successful with kids would gain a Cartoon Network animated series special. And that freaking included that Godzilla movie where Godzilla had liposuction. That actually included the liposuction Godzilla. The one from the meme of That's a Lot of Fish. Yeah, that one. That one got an animated series. Honestly, the animated series wasn't even that bad. It was kind of nice. It wasn't the Godzilla from the movie. It was like one of Godzilla's offspring that they managed to capture and raise to fight fight monsters. So, unlike the movie, it was pretty much the Godzilla premise. It was very much the Godzilla premise where you have the monster that fights the other monsters. Kinda how the Godzilla movies went in that direction. Yeah. I wanted a couch and close my eyes while hugging my cat for a bit. Said cat acting as an alarm clock, since after some time he will complain since he doesn't like being hugged very much. Aww. Hehehe, cute kitty. That is very cute. I like cats. It still let me hugging for a while. That's nice. That's nice. That is very nice. It means cat loves you. Cats are usually very willful, so if they allow any leeway, it really means that they care for you, which is nice. But yeah, that Godzilla... Also, I see, that nap was 10-ish minutes. Nice. That's not too big of a nap. Personally, I like 1 hour naps myself, but if it's already late for you, naps can be a little detrimental for your sleep schedule. If you're napping too close to your sleeping hours, because that might actually rob you of some sleep. It did not feel like 10 minutes. That is fair. That is fair. That's fair. Usually when I'm tired and I decide to take a little nap, I just pass out and I'm like, wait, what? My napping habits are usually pointed by turning on some YouTube video or a stream perhaps, or a VOD of something that I have mild to low interest in, usually. and then just passing out. Let me see, I need to measure this leg. Speaking of listening to strings, personally, I watch a lot of strings while I'm working. And I was watching a stream from Zara Zabuza. She's a very nice streamer. She's a very nice VTuber. She is very say-so. And she was talking about dating options in games. And I realized how little I actually care about that. And I actually wonder why I care so little about dating in games. I sat down and was half tempted to just put my head down on the table and my headphones on and listen while sleeping. Aw. I mean, you can. That's still a way to enjoy. But wow, Lunatic, you seem very tired. Whoa. Whoa, what did I do? No. There you go. Be careful. You know, the size is about right. I guess I wanna stylize it a little bit. There we go. So far, we're having a pretty nice week here. Nothing too interesting has been happening. One interesting thing that might be happening soon is, I probably talked about this already. We are gonna get our new table soon. Any day now. The guy hasn't really given us much sign that he's alive, but surely. Yes, table. Finally. And also, Momochi is gonna give me something special for Christmas that I not gonna talk about it until I get the gift. But it's gonna be something that might help me do pixel art even better. We'll see. However, it's one of those things that's like, in the long run is gonna be good, but I do have to learn how to use it first. We'll see. Also, as you guys know, we do take some breaks. A break during the... We did take a break from streaming during the holidays because we got peeps to visit and all that. And we gotta freshen up so we can start the new year better. Kiba. Yeah? Yeah, Lunatic? Dong? Dong. Oh yeah! Don Quixote this week. She is finally dropping in. Yeah, she's gonna be OP. She is gonna be OP. I saw the... Like, it's funny. Because it's really, really, really long, right? It's a really, really long, long text. But it's actually really simple. Yeah, even though it's 8 skills, I think it's really simple. I think it's a surprisingly simple kit. And why do I say that? I say that because in the end, it's really... The extra skills are really just powered up versions of her regular skills that require you to have a certain amount of Bloodthirst and her unique charge system. Every vampire ID has a unique charge system, right? So really, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's just kinda applying Blade on effects and power skills that don't actually consume blood feet. Yeah. Which is pretty good. Also, Unbreakable Coins. I don't know if you saw that, but the empowered skills add Unbreakable Coins to the attacks. So even if you lose Clash, you still get the attack. Which is really neat. Really neat, really powerful. And other than that... So she eats Blood Feast while unempowered, and while empowered, she lets others eat Blood Feast. Ah, interesting, interesting. I didn't quite understand what Hard Blood does. Also, she has the responsibility buff. I thought that was pretty cool. Considering what the idea... Let me check something. Ah, well, anyways. Considering the idea of the ID, I thought it was pretty neat. I thought it was a pretty neat thing to add. That she just becomes stronger when everyone else dies. I think... I don't like the positioning of the leg, actually. Let's go. It's like Blade Lineage Salt. It is. Although, I have to say... Blade Lineage Salt, at least to me, whenever everyone else is dead, the battle usually feels like it has... became a bit too hopeless to win, even if you get the buffs. So I don't really know how valuable those buffs actually are, you know? It's like, in a close battle, it could be good. Although we are on the 12 ID thing goes now is very much a reality. Only time is really in chain battles. Yeah. Chain battle, if because of the chain battles, this might feel more useful. Because then you get the buffs and you get extra support. Then it's fine. Then it's absolutely fine. Okay, we're trying to make The sprites stretch out more. Unfortunately, Dawn and Altis have both BL and Bloodfiend. BL and BF. That's like that's cute. That's kind of like a letter you would pass in school. Like, are you my BL or my BF? Please be BL. Or maybe it doesn't matter because you could, instead of thinking of BF as best friend, you could just say it's boyfriend. So either way, you're in boys' love. Huh. The yaoi trap, you cannot escape the yaoi. You being yaoied. Man, that actually reminds me, there was this very unique anime this one season where it was basically a dude and a girl who shared the hobbies of shipping every guy with their friend. They were BL shippers, basically the male Fujoshi best friend or something like that. But at the same time, the anime didn't really say that the guy who liked to do that was gay or something. It was just a hobby, and I don't know how that went at all because I didn't really watch it. I ever get a feeling that some anime are based on a premise that is like good for a one-shot but not an actual series, yet somehow they get turned into a series? And you're like, yeah, okay, that's fun, but it's just Dawn and Outfit have double, which is fun, extra funny since they're both female. That would be girls' love, not guys' love. But yeah. Dude, I am enjoying thoroughly watching Rama Half with Momochi. I'm enjoying so much. It's so validating, you know? It's so validating seeing my girlfriend laugh her ass off at an anime that she never watched before that I grew up with, and I'm like, this shit is good. This shit is good, trust me. Because why have I been in the exact opposite? Where I was like, this anime is great, you're gonna love it, and then she's just like, is it? And the worst part was that she was right, it really wasn't. Have you ever had that moment where you really like an anime, you rewatch it, and with someone else, and then you realize it's not really that good? She's a girl, she's my friend, she's my wife, and she's my partner. It all works. It all works. Plus, she gets extra gifts during Valentine's because I still count her as my girlfriend. You know? Anyways. Ah, right. Eh? With this renewed energy, should the rigging. Oh yeah, you're still working on like the super duper hyper secret project, right? Nice. Do I know the person who's it for? Or is it someone new you met? Perhaps. Nice. Ooh. Now I'm curious. Probably shouldn't be curious though, because Lunatic was sworn secrecy by an NDA apparently. I'll see when it's done. That's cool. That's cool. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to finish either. Ah, yeah. Sometimes that's almost a trap for productivity, right? You get so excited about finishing a project that it's almost disencouraging to actually work on the project because you want it finished instead of wanting to work on it, which is contradictory at best. I know that's a bit how I feel with the game. Remember the game. I'll see if I can work on it during my break, honestly. So, honestly, I'm not really holding my breath because I do need to rest too. I did, honestly, in October, I did do a fair bit of progress in the game. And I decided, however, that I am a bit rusty on the writing part. So I'm gonna try to pick up creative writing a little bit again. Just so I can be more sharp when writing the dialogue and stuff for the game, you know? I still remember Kiba's writing partner. Yeah. It's been a while. I did become a bit rusty. Coffee! How do I do this? Maybe like this. There we go. Nice. I don't know how to make the little fuzz here work. I think I'll just do this. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. There we go. Yeah, I almost became what do you say? A writer VTuber? Almost. Then pixel art kinda landed on my lap, and I haven't looked back. Hello, Ferdhat. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Okay, I know. Yeah, the proportions are not good. Proportions here are not good. Know that technically it's a little bit distorted and all, but this is a little bit too much. Like this. There we go. What is my little mini guy down there? Oh, it probably picked it at random for you. You can customize the hats anytime. You got a bread for a head. You're a breadhead. That is the mighty bread, by the way. It's bread that's very, very mighty. This meme was introduced in our channel because of Hato. I believe Hato was the one who redeemed that hat. He just really liked the mighty bread at the time. Yeah, there are a bunch. The newest model doesn't have as much, but has like 20. It's a reasonable amount. Okay. I think I figured out the distance I want between things. Something about the pole still feels a little bit off. Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement here still. I miss my old model posing chance. She helped me a lot at times like this. Unfortunately, there's no room for her in my current desk. I need a new desk so I can get her back. It's really good to have like a doll that you can manipulate to change the ref according to what you want to do. It's a very useful thing. Very useful tool. think that's alright, but I do think I want the... I think I want the head to be more facing forward than it already is. Yeah, more like this. More like this. Okay, did you pick one? Remember, redeeming custom hats is also a thing you can do on this channel. Bucket Tech Priest, nice. Very nice for the hat. Gotta rock a bucket for my dog. In here. Heck yeah. Also, I'm a wolf. Man, if I ever want to rebrand as a dog VTuber, I just don't have to change anything and no one will make notice. Same as cat or fox, apparently. Now I need to raise this up a little bit. There we go. People get the ears mixed up. They do, they do. And to be fair, I think wolves are a little hard to identify in general, as far as the VTuber animal people go. But it's interesting getting confused with foxes, because usually foxes have like the fluffier tail. But some people like to make fluffy tails for wolves too. So that doesn't help. Yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated. I've been told that it's somewhat easier to identify a VTuber as a wolf if they follow a specific color scheme. Like if they are brown or gray, it tends to be harder to mistake than as other animals. But then all wolf VTubers would be brown or gray, which is, yeah. Oh, you actually see? Oh, interesting. I didn't really know that could be a thing. I never thought people actually assumed someone is a wolf. I thought it was only the other way around. Man, I still want for there to be a VTuber census. I would love to know how much of the VTuber audience, how much of the VTuber population is like cats, how much is dogs, how much is wolf, how much is parrots. Watching respectfully. Hello Kiba, hello Medina, welcome to the stream. Check out my hat. It's the drop of a hat. Tips hat. Hello Medina. Wait. I didn't realize I could do that. There is no particular reason why I want to know that. I just... The hat has perfect balance mods installed. Exactly. Unintentional, but Kiba makes it work anyway. As an Asia, I am a master of improvisation. You gotta understand, lunatic. You gotta take what's thrown at you and make it work. It's a good hat and a lovely hat. Thank you very much. Don't mind the kunais on it. I just like my bucket. Your bucket is great for that. Your bucket is great. That's why I put it there. I like the bucket. But still too short in this, I wonder. I think I can change it for like 1 pixel. Oh, Caroline was pretty fucking adorable. Caroline? Who's Caroline? Like the movie? Semi-AFK, I'm cooking. Alright, Medina, we'll let you cook. I've had a lot of dogs, don't have many pictures of them anymore. Aww. They do get swallowed up by time. It's kinda sad. Because we want to remember the doggos perfectly with pics, but... Actually, guys, did you know, there was one thing I remember my mom was complaining the other day, and I think she has a point. Like, digital pictures are actually harder to upkeep compared to physical pictures. You guys ever noticed that? It feels like it's easier to lose a digital photo than it is to lose a physical one. Or not easily accessible pictures. My mom probably some in her house, but I'm stuck 4 states away. Oh. She could scan it though. Could ask her to scan it. I think that can help. Yeah, digital stuff typically hides away without a physical presence. It's true, it's true, it's true. It's like, cause like, the thing is, no matter what it is, you're gonna forget about it if you keep it stored away from your eyes long enough, right? At least to me, if I don't have something that is directly in front of me, I have a tendency to forget it exists. That's just how I work in general, you know? But you'll be back for Christmas? Oh, that's good, that's good. Means you'll be able to get it by then. We found her on my birthday at Grandma's restaurant. Aww. She abandoned. My doggo was abandoned when she was little. In minutes we were about to leave. Aww. Doggo. I love doggos. Most of my dogs are rescued. Aww. They're so cute. Bucket was abandoned in a bucket as a puppy. That's why the name. Aww. Oh, poor thing. Mine was in a box. She was found at a friend's farm. Apparently she was abandoned in the rain. To this day she is still afraid of thunder because of that. She's afraid of a lot of things, to thunder in particular. Please give your doggo mini packs. He's 6-year-old now, very spoiled. Ah, that is good to hear. Nothing like a good spoiled doggo. Spoiled happy doggo. Nice. Mine is probably sleeping with Momochi right now. Back in the old office, she would come often. In the new one, I don't know if she likes the new office too much compared to the older one. The older one she had... It was practically near the entrance of the house. And the doors were made of glass, so basically she could see everyone coming and going from the house. So she really liked that because it felt to her like she was guarding the house at the same time that she was there. But now this one is in the back of the house, so it's more private for me and Momochi, which is very good because I've been getting a lot of Night Safe for Work commissions lately. I'll give him a beefsteak I've been wanting to give. Eventually she'll get her smell in there. Aww. That is true, that is true. I mean, she likes it here, she just doesn't like to be here all the time. Because the other, like I said, the other one was kind of like her office, really. She could feel like she was protecting the whole house while sleeping there. Doggos have preferences. Doggos have preferences. But like, we couldn't stay in the old office anymore. It was very... Do you guys know what our old office was like, actually? Don't know if me and Momochi ever told you how the old office came to be. Like, it was great. It was absolutely great to have an office at all. Because originally we worked in my room, which was dreadful. We didn't have... We trip all over each other. It was terrible like that. Yeah, some dogs need to feel useful. My mom's dog, Ava, feel like she's a defender of the house. They usually try to find a job. It's really, really cute. I read the story once that there was this dog that was feeling very stressed out, and the owners didn't know what to do. And a dog trainer looked at the dog and said that the dog wanted to do something to feel useful and had nothing to do. So what they did was really, really cute. They gave the dog a ball, and they taught the dog that it was the dog's job to shepherd the ball. So a few times a day, they would let the dog have the ball, and the dog would be kicking around it and spinning it around for a few hours in the backyard like it was the most important thing in the world. And then it would feel fine. Bucket's job is sleeping. Nice. Best job ever. Glad you've been able to expand. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I am glad too, because we were starting to have issues with privacy and stuff in the old office. It was a little bit unfortunate that whenever someone entered the house, they had to go through us whenever we were streaming or working on whatever. So it felt really uncomfortable at times. Now we don't have that issue. He loves to dress up and show off. He's only humped one dog and it's male to the... I see. Aw, cute. My doggo is a girl, and she absolutely hates dressing up. She's pretty much a tomboy. Tom dog? Yeah, something like that. She likes hate anything touching her skin. She is very, very all natural. She only accepts the collars when it's walking time, and only for walking. You can't put any accessories on her for more than a few minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do you need paw protectors for Brazil for the heat? The way that we do things here, Medina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The way that we do things here, basically we don't walk her when the sun is out. Because we would need that, but it's impossible to put those on her. It is impossible. Even with walkings involved, she does not accept the paw protectors. We found like some socks. More, thank you. Some people are dumb in summer for dogs. I know! It's like scorching heat out and the guy is just like walking the dog. The sad thing is that dogs like walking so much that they are willing to burn themselves for the walks. And that's why it's the owner's responsibility to keep them from hurting themselves. Fortunately, not everyone understands that, especially here in Brazil. I'll be real, the whole pet culture is really, really fledgling around here, right? We didn't start getting decent dog toys until 2000, I want to say 2020. 2020? No, 2019. Let's be charitable. I think in 2019 it was when they started importing better doggy toys. Because that really wasn't a thing around here. I have to take a bucket across country in the truck, and sometimes we go really hot and really cold places. I have to be careful in both environments. True, true, true. Because the doggo just kind of trusts us a little bit too blindly. The doggo is just like, okay, I'm up for anything, but then it's like, oh, actually, I wasn't up for anything. My dog is a pussy. Mine likes to pretend she is all tough, but then slight things scare her. She's a gruffy little princess is what she is. Also, really cute thing, one of our neighbors adopted a new dog. It's a puppy. And Lila seems to be getting along with the puppy. She has been both very tolerant of his excessive playfulness, and she even plays with him when they meet on the street. It's really cute. It's really good because she doesn't usually necessarily get along with a lot of dogs. But I also think that the reason she doesn't get along with a lot of dogs is because most dogs around my street, they feel like they are very stressed. Not all of them are able to walk every day. Most of them only walk once a week, which isn't very good for the dog. And as I learned with Lila, the consequences of your dog not exercising enough can be very, very dire. Yeah, I know. Lila is what can be called a high energy dog. She actually needs to be walked at least twice a day. We have to take her out first thing in the morning, and then we take her after sunset because of the heat. My lazy fucker goes to the back of the truck, pees, and drags me back to bed. I'm happy for the doggos, you guys. They have good homes. I had to learn how to... Lila forced me to learn how to take really good care of dogs. Like ASAP, because... And she was little, she was a little hellion. She was a little hellion. High energy dogs are usually the ones that get abandoned, by the way, unfortunately. Because if they don't get enough exercise, they start destroying stuff. So most people just go, okay, this dog is unfit or something, and just sacrifice it or whatever. I heard way too many sad stories about that. Yeah, they need to be raised well and need at least 2 walks a day. Sometimes I hate people. Yeah, like, it's the thing is, having dogs is a big commitment, actually. But most people don't know that, because most people raise dogs like whatever. They're not raised with a lot of care, essentially. Which is unfortunate. But at least here in Brazil, like I said, this whole pet culture thing is completely new. People didn't even know that you could tame dogs. Or better, the image that they had of dog instructors, right? I guess that's the word. It's basically like, oh, we hired this person to basically brainwash our dog or something like that. Or they think that the end result is gonna be like some sort of hyper-obedient dog that is... I actually, when I was little, I did a while back. I wasn't sure if I could raise dog slaves for a while. It's a mature thing to think about. It is. So I even had a comic that portrayed this image, right? Where the dog was... The kid wanted to train his dog, asked the instructor to train his dog, and it was like some sort of sergeant drill training sort of thing, and the dog ended up being like acting like he was a robot or something like that, and the kid cried, and then they had to undo what the guy taught the dog in order for the dog to come back to his usual self or something like that. It was strangely dramatic and like, wow. But there were, to be fair, at the time, a lot of dog training involved a lot of like bad stuff like corporal punishment. So it wasn't even wrong. Like negative behavioral reinforcement instead of positive. Thankfully, that's not the case anymore. I mean, you should train your dog, but people take things for very far both ways. They do, they do. Like, if you train your dog properly, you do them a favor. Because dogs are very anxious by nature. They're very anxious by nature. After all, at the end of the day, they are being raised by this bipedal creature that they aren't very sure what the hell they're talking about 90% of the time. Right? So they can get very anxious if they don't understand how they can communicate with us properly. And the main thing about doing a proper dog training, is you teach them how to communicate with you. That's like the main thing. You teach them how to communicate with you. You teach them the things that you like and versus the behaviors that you like versus the behavior that you dislike. So they can understand how to do things for you, because they like to do things for you. Right? Dogs like to feel useful. They like to feel like they're part of the... They're part of a family, essentially. You need translation human dog and SOG human, for real, for real. We do that with training, Medina. Otherwise, you send mixed signals and they don't get it. That's how we learn translation. Proper training is very, very different. It's very, very different than what I was taught it was. Because at first, I just wanted to... Because Lila is the first dog that I ever had that actually knows how to do tricks. This has always been something that bugged me a little bit, because it's like, oh, dogs like to learn to play games like go fetch and stuff like that. And they can sit on command and do that stuff. I never had a dog that did that, any of that. And honestly, I was very young and I didn't know you actually needed to teach them. I thought that all you had to do was ask. And if they didn't know how to do that, too bad. But yeah, I learned a bunch about dogs from Lila. She pretty much forced me to. Like I said, she was a little hellion. Hey Icarus, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. How are you today? You became my second most watched stream in the year? Really? I'm honored. I am honored. Thank you. Thank you for watching me so often. I'm glad. I gotta head out a little bit. Hopefully I'll be back before you're done. Alright, Ferdhead, have a good one. I'll just be gushing here about my doggo a little bit more, probably. But yeah. And you know what's the funny about the dogs that are high energy? They're usually the smartest ones. High energy dogs are high energy because they're bored. The smarter the dog is, the more bored it gets. So it craves stimulation, the dog craves stimulation, and it starts doing bad things, so to speak. Because it's bored and it's trying to entertain itself. Like humans, if they are bored, they do dumb stuff. Indeed, indeed. It's not even that it's dumb, Medina. It's that, I mean, look at how dogs interact through the world by basically chewing and scratching things with their paws and digging. So obviously, if they come up with games of their own, they're usually gonna be destructive. And Lila likes to come up with games of her own. I'll be very real. With all the training and teaching, one thing I could not get out of her is her habit of stealing and destroying sleepers. She still does that. Aw, that's so cute. Where do I find end of year stuff? Huh? Oh, they already have the statistics up? Oh, I don't know, Lunatic. Personally, I have no idea. There was a banner when I tuned it in on Kibachi's stream. Really? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Which has been trying to do some interesting stuff lately for the streamers, I gotta say. A lot of it is questionable, but there has been an attempt. I clicked it away of me. Oh no. So Lunatic, am I your first watched stream? Is my number one stream? I'll be real, I can't do Yandere Act, honestly. I'm third? Who are the other two? Who do I have to kill? I'm kidding. The gasp. Oh wait, it's in your profile. Oh! "14 hours behind the other two, it stream more often and longer, but mainly a lurk." Ah! Stream more often and longer than me? Probably not Hato then. Although, man, I miss watching the Pigeon stream. He always streams when I'm asleep. Yay! I'm you guys' second favorite streamer! Or sometimes third! Hooray! That reminds me, I think that was a meme on Dairo's stream. He was a League of Legends streamer. Everyone drop it by and be like, "Hey, thank you, Dyrus. I really love your work. You're my third favorite streamer." It was a meme that he was never someone's favorite streamer. He was always second and third. Yeah, the messages definitely show how much I lurk. 9,000, 1.stand, 1. Oh. He could take it. I mean, he played League, so yes, if he played League for a living, then technically he was very tough on the fall, but it was still really funny to see the clips. Those were some really funny clips to see. Also, guys, did you guys watch Arcane? That thing that happens with Heimerdinger? Crazy, huh? Man, I did not expect that thing to happen. That thing that happened to happen. That was wild. So, Kiba, I have a total of 30. Oh, wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. I'm glad you feel comfortable talking on my chat so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the movement is right. I think the movement is correct. Oh, chat, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to pee. And I am gonna get a chocolate bar. I'll be right back, okay? Just a sec. Go PRP. And I'll do the ad so people who come in don't get ads. PRP. And backo. Oh, I actually got here 30 seconds earlier from the ads to end. Hello, hello. Let me get here. This is fine. Those are all very cute emotes. Oh, guys, I got a cookie and cream Kit Kat bar. It's really good. The here's this emote that represents each one of you. Nice! True. Oh god, I love chocolate. So good. Pretty much isn't here right now. I wonder what she's doing. I think she went out today. Hmm. Right now, take a nap. Hope everyone has a lovely time watching Kibachi. Alright, Icarus, have a nice nap. Go get good resties. Wait. Ah, I was like, is the music over? No, my headphones are out. There we go. Go like this. Wait, I need to think well on where the hell are the knees? Otherwise, I'm gonna draw something that's gonna look wonky. Okay. All right. New frame. Let's do it like this. The art and animation is looking lovely as usual. Ah, thank you, Medina. You're very kind. Man, I don't know what to do with praise. I'm not too used to getting a lot of praise, honestly. This time that I spend arting and streaming for you guys has been really, really good for me. It's been really good for me, I gotta say. Thank you for being part of our lives. Aw, thank you for being part of my life too, honestly. Kiba is nice, Kiba is great, we love Kiba greatly. Aw. Oh, you guys. Stop it, you're gonna make me big-headed. I think this is a little bit too much. Maybe I can drive this back a little bit. There we go. But yeah. I am gonna try this new year that's coming. I was talking with Momoshi. We are gonna try to do our best to deliver even better content, to do even better than what we are already doing. So we can grow a little bit and make sure we can keep doing this for as long as we can, as long as possible, basically. Maybe learn to actually advertise ourselves a little bit more. Please do not stress yourself. You guys are awesome, but I want you to grow bit by bit. Really root for you too. I can, so you can't. So if you can have, say so. Aw, thank you. Yeah, the main thing I think we need to focus at the moment is focus on our identity as streamers, basically. Like the best way to... I say best way, but let's be real. Most people don't really know how YouTube or Twitch actually works, because algorithm is a thing that keeps changing. People get bored of things and change what they want. So there's a lot of doing the right thing by accident at the right time. You know? So like, on my side, what I decided to do, right? And you guys can tell me, and honestly, this is one of those things where feedback is highly, highly appreciated. I wanted to focus a bit more of my content of what the hell I'm doing, right? Into stuff that I like, and at the same time is more consistent with what is enjoyable to stream, right? So essentially, I thought I'd try to focus a bit more on retro gaming and indie gaming in general. Focus a little bit less on games that on random card game stuff, right? Being consistent is good, and I match it through collabs. That is true, that is true. I want to see if I can find a niche in that. But one thing I noticed, right, is that every time I try to string a random card game, it goes passable at best, right? And basically one of the things that I noticed is that I kinda suck at explaining what I'm thinking when I'm playing a card game, you know? And I do think that being able to follow what the streamer is thinking does help a lot with that kind of content. Sounds like a plan. Also, something else I'd say, I love YouTube videos. First time playing is XYZ, could work well within the games, but is work to do. Yeah, I do want to try videos at some point. It's been something, but the whole learning how to edit videos is really hard. And getting an editor costs money. Costs lots of monies. On the other hand, I love the interaction with Momochi and you, so not sure YouTube would work. Why? I don't know, this is hard. I know. I don't want to give up streaming. If I have to, if we go to YouTube, I'd stream on YouTube too. We'd stream on YouTube too. We tried looking into multi-streaming, but it seems like it has a very nasty drawback of your machine lasts less. It seems that to be honest, I haven't really watched any VOD since I prefer interaction live. I know. I know you guys like the VOD, you guys don't really like watching the VODs. I'll be real, personally, I watch VODs under very specific circumstances. I watch VODs of streamers I like when I'm sick or when I want to fall asleep to something. Maybe if there is a game that I'm very interested in watching someone play but not playing it myself, then I'm able to get a big like 10-hour VOD kind of thing going. But other than that, not really. I did go back to skim through the Legends of Runeterra? Oh, Library of Ruina VODs, and cringed at how I was back then. Ah, yeah, horny lunatic. I mean, I never really minded that much, so... Aren't we all cringe? To cringe is to err, and to err is human. Therefore, to cringe is to human. Yes. Exactly. We're all a little bit cringy on the inside. I also don't know how good I am with boundary whatchamacallit? Imposing boundaries? But I like to give people... When I see people who are cute but socially awkward, I like to give them a chance, you know? There's a difference between like being creepy or just being socially awkward or something like that. I'm not saying that that's you, Lunatic, by the way. I'm just saying that I like I might give people too much of a chance every so often, to honestly. Like, I love that day when there was that one guy who was starting shit in Momochi's chat and she just banned him. because he was being like, nah, my fandom character is way better than your fandom character, and just spoiling stuff from Lobotomy. She was just like, you know what? Bye bye. That was pretty admirable. I need to do that a little bit more, I think. But honestly, I'm kind of lucky that I don't get exactly a lot of trouble starters around here. Cuties, I'll be off. Gotta do some stuff. Alright, Medina. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. See ya. So like this and like that. I feel like I'm usually very lucky because I feel like I keep hearing about waves of VTuber haters and whatnot, and I usually just fall under the radar. Probably because I'm small. But if I want to grow, that's something that at some point I gotta be careful of. Of course, I don't want like, oh, I need to be famous or whatever like that. I just want to be able to make sure that doing streaming and commissions give me enough money to put food on the table for Leela and for Momochi. But yeah, I love doing this. I want to keep doing this. This is the sentiment here. I'm kind of scared of growth, to be honest. With growth comes a lot of complications. Not gonna lie. I mean, strictly speaking, Lunatic, you stream as a hobby, so... You don't have to be afraid of growth. If growth bothers you, can just stop. It's not like you actually depend on this as your income or anything like that. You'd have no obligation. I like how smooth this is, even though technically I haven't even swapped the... Kinda forgot about that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's really smooth even with not swapping legs. Yeah, that's kind of the fun part. If it's this smooth even without swapping legs, it means that all I have to do is change the color of the legs so it feels like the legs that are in the back are in the front and the legs that are in the front are in the back. Little trick. Cute little trick that we can use. To make the animation extra smooth. Although I do need, hold up. I almost fell for a trap. Before we do that, there's a bunch of stuff that I should animate, like the scarf and the... I don't know how to call this anything else. It's kind of a bird skirt. Really, it's my jacket, but it's also kind of a butt skirt. I won't mince words, it is what it is. So how many frames we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 frames for the movement. So here's one way to do it. To increase the fluidity, we make the wave. We transfer the wave, basically. Kind of like this. We go. Yeah. And now, because we are transferring the wave, it starts to look really neat like this. Anyways. Now let's see here. Of course I do have to adjust the distance and everything, but for now, wave is being transferred. It's ending. And now we do this. The movement of the scarf should end up looking something like a sine wave moving to the left, I think. It does. The thing is, I need to also adjust the distance. Yeah, okay. I know where I went wrong here. Really know where I went wrong here. Oh. Because the thing is the wave can rise. But this part here is a small part. There is no scarf here, right? So this is already wrong. This is also wrong. So it should be something along these lines. Very much. Let me see. You know, minus the first frame, every other frame makes sense. Interesting. Maybe the issue is this one. It's almost working. What if I change this though? Kind of works, kind of works. Ah, I see, I see, I see. I see where the kinetic energy is a little bit off. There we go. Okay. Like this. It's definitely this last frame here that's all weirded up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now this one isn't moving very well compared to the others. Okay, okay, okay. So there's like a big leap in motion here. Right? And then over here, there's just not as much motion as there could have been. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Now it looks like it's thrashing about. There we go. I think it's fine. Nice, nice, nice. There you go. What do you think? Now we can make this here, move a little bit too. Hmm. I want... Man, this... I was having an interesting conversation with Mio the other day about this game, Danganronpa 3. He told me that he thinks that this is the worst game of the series and at the same time the best game of the series. And we ended up agreeing on it because theoretically it was a game made to piss off the fans, which makes it the worst, and the best because it was a very interesting ballsy move on the part. Mio, Nanala's husband. Nanala's has a husband. She does. He streams. He recently started doing streams in English, although it's not it's not always. And yeah. He also plays copious amounts of Magic the Gathering. Not on stream though. Twitch has now just sent me this second notification that we... Oh! Wow! What amazing, brave, great news! Completely new! Good thing Twitch is on top of its game. Warn you right on time of this fun feature that you're sure to enjoy. Oi. Hey Twitch, get your shit together, please. Also, I was looking through my Twitch the Twitch panels, right? And there was like this ad pushing their collab thingy again, you know? And there was a VTuber in the collab thingy. So I guess they're acknowledging we're not going anywhere despite of how they treat us. Oy. The community recap mentioned Iron Mouse. That is good. That is good. Iron Mouse is too big now. There is no stopping her. That how do you, I think it was Asmongold and another big VTuber. They reacted to the clip of not VTuber, YouTuber slash streamer. They reacted to a clip of Connor, which is another big third big YouTuber, but less big than those other two, where he was basically saying, yo guys, hating on VTubers pretty needless and cringe, stop that. So yeah. More people are gonna start to learn what the fuck a VTuber is. Which is pretty cool. Though I'll be real, we're still pretty far away from mainstream recognition. I know this. So, fun story time. I was changing my glasses for the updating time because honestly, I have a bad prescription. I probably just have a bad prescription, right? And I have given up on trying to change my glasses. I have a new appointment with a completely different eye doctor in January or February. Maybe they'll figure out what the hell happened to me. Right? So I was there waiting for my glasses to get fixed, and I was talking to the lady who was, I don't know how to say the word in English, atendendo. She was basically the lady who was taking care of me while the glasses are ready. Guess I don't have a better word for it. And she noticed the keychains. She was asking about what I do. Basically, small talk, right? And I decided to experiment. What would be like if I was completely honest, right? A lot of people don't actually explain what they do when it comes to streaming because it's already pretty niche. It's pretty hard to explain, right? So I was like, let's see. We held a pretty good conversation so far. I know for a fact that this person is very, very smart. So let's see if she can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And then I guess, she was a store clerk. So I tried to explain to the store clerk what a VTuber is. And at that moment, she was looking at me like she was hearing some eldritch chanting. Welcome back, Furred Hat. And I was talking about, I thought I was being pretty succinct. Like, yeah, they are on the internet using, they use like mascots, models. It's like it's the person talking behind the mascot, and she was looking at me with a face of, what the hell is this? You know? It was pretty amazing. Bro, people still call recording videoing. What? Videoing? Wow. Anyways. Yeah, so a proper understanding of what VTubing is not very close. Not very close. Which is weird, because I think it was easier to explain it to my mother. And I even tried to explain it from the point of view of like, yeah, protecting, and it's good for protecting your identity, right? But the lady was still like, not really. You can kind of see the person frowning to try to absorb the information as best as possible, but not really being able to properly absorb it. It was interesting. It was interesting. I do have this bad habit when I'm talking to people. Sometimes I'll be like, what if harmless social experiment right now? Is this a thing that's easy to explain? Let me try.
Hello!
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, we got panettone, guys. We got panettone. And we got nut cappuccino. Momochi nutted all over my cappuccino. Yay!
She was eating mine! These nuts!
Beautiful. Thank you. Momo is great. She's awesome. You two are so wholesome. Ah, thank you, Lunatic. Did you see Cowboy Bucket? Let me see. Don't think I saw Cowboy Bucket. Hold up. Where is it? God, this music is such a beat. It's such a beat. Oh, Bucket looks so happy. Oh, look at Bucket with the tiny hat. If I tried something like that with Lila, she would absolutely tear that hat in half and destroy it and throw the little pieces into the air like confetti. That's amazing. Slightly envious. Like I said, Lila is kinda gruff. Like, if you had any preconceptions about like, oh, girl dogs are more well behaved or something like that compared to male dogs, just so know, a dog is a dog and a dog is a dog. Gender is very secondary to them. Outside of who gets pregnant, it really doesn't make a difference. Loves to dress up, has zero perception on that. Dogs do their own thing. They do, they do. There are no doggy social constructs. They're very free like that. Also, weird thing, a lot of people that I know seem to insist that dogs that are of the same gender tend to fight more often. Particularly to female dogs. People will usually go like, oh, she doesn't get along with her. Oh, it's because it's another girl. That is why. And honestly, I call bullshit on that. Dogs don't get along with each other because they saw something that we can see that causes them to not vibe with each other. They just have their doggy preferences for what kind of doggy personality they care for more. So here's the main thing. Love dogs, gotta say. Love dogs, love my dog. Lila is my little cutie. And there she is. She came in with Momo. And now she is resting peacefully behind me. Oh. Okay. Now, wow, that's so many for the hat. That's a lot of dogs. I think, how many did I had in total? I must have had like three dogs. Yeah, I had a total of 3 dogs. Well, technically 4 if you count the one that never made it out of the pet store. That was really, really sad. I didn't even know he existed until later. Apparently my mom, my first dog, that my mom got for me for Christmas caught that one puppy there's this one puppy disease that you have to give like give shots for your puppy because it's a very fatal disease. And it's usually a disease that comes from bad places. Of course, at the time, in Brazil, there pretty much was no good place to buy dogs from, and no one knew what the heck was even going on properly, just that the disease existed. And if the place was bad, they might not vaccinate it. And obviously, no one wants to buy from a place that doesn't vaccinate the dog against a disease that might kill them. But there was just like no resource, no information. So, yeah, so I was getting a German Shepherd for Christmas, and then I got a poodle. I was very confused, but I did not question it as a child. Brazil is a place. Like, it's way better now, right? But the main thing that you gotta remember is that, I guess, like, compared to the US, things were much less stable. Hello, Lonely Fanboy! Welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Like, for instance, during my mother's generation, you could still... there were gender-specific... there were still gender-specific courses. Gender-specific classes. You couldn't get education in certain areas if you were a woman. And that was like, what? That was like, what? 60 years ago? 50, 60? I feel bored, but the ticket cured me. Nice! Praise the tick. The tick is awesome. The tick will save us. But yeah. She wanted to apply for an engineering course and she couldn't. She did, however, manage to get into a school that technically women weren't allowed, but there was like a weird technicality plus people not really caring that much anymore that allowed her to enter. I know you said tick, but I heard tick because of nostalgia. The tick spoon! That one? That one? I still look at the boobs model and think the rigging could have been better. Looks like kinda sliding now that they improved it since then. Ah! I don't know. I think they're nice. Like, every so often I will see some models that feel like they are rigged in a way that kind of, the boobs kind of look like water balloons. That's the cartoon, I prefer the live action. I see, I never really watched the live action too much. And I could be wrong, but I think there were 2 different live actions? If I recall correctly, there was one where the tick didn't have his antennas, and there was one where he did have his antennas. I also know that the actor who does the tick is one hell of a good comedy actor. There we go. Okay. Figured out a few things that are still out of place. There we go. Yeah, the guy who does Kronk. True. The newest one is fine, but Patrick will always be the tick for me. Yeah. So the first one was the one I was thinking of. I'm looking forward to rigging the Mamakiba 2.0 once I'm done with this. I'm looking forward to it too. I'm very excited, Lunatic. I'm very excited. Also, guys, I have been bouncing around this idea, and I want to know what you think. I've been thinking about being more consistent and streaming with the pixel art model full-time. I believe Hato has told me a few times that streaming only with the pixel model was a good idea, because it made me a little bit more unique, so to speak. Hopefully it won't take me as ungodly long as this one did. I mean, you take your time and... Well, you take your time, Lunatic, and you have fun doing it, okay? Go. Speaking of Amazon, I found a series to watch that I thought had an interesting premise, but it's kinda awful. And I've been watching it almost exclusively because it's kinda awful. I really like your pixel arts models. Ah, thank you for that. And for everyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is the model. This is the 2.0. It's gonna have a bunch of toggles. I'll take my time since I want to make it something good, but I feel bad when I take too long. It's okay. Good things take time. Good things take time. Look at the tears, they're so lifelike. It's a big one. This one is way bigger than my current one. And let's... Perfect. It sucks when you're told to hurry up and wait for... Yeah, I know. Like... Thankfully, for whatever the hell the reason is, I am very quick when it comes to making pixel art. So I have yet to face the one situation where I can't make it on... Where I can't make on the client, make it on time on the client schedule. But also, if the client wants something that's too much, too fast, I have a clause to charge extra. I have a clause that I just charge extra. It's like, oh, you want me to... You want me to work, even though it might affect my health negatively? That will be extra, please. Give me the money. You know? Not worth getting stressed over. It sucks when you tell to hurry up and wait at work. You might have to rest the day off, but if you don't, spend the whole day off. Right now I'm strucking, so I delivered something at 7 AM. Now it's 10:30 and I'm still waiting for next load. Hey cutie kitty! How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome! Speaking of people who commission me, how are you doing today? I'm doing good too, I'm doing good too. In fact, I need to deliver my commission to you. Since you're here, do you mind seeing how the progress is going? Do you mind? Do you mind if I show you how the progress of the commission is going? If not, you just wanna lurk, that's fine too. No need to even say anything. But if you do, let me know. Now here's the question, do we need to animate... Sorry, could you repeat that? My dad was also talking to me. Ah, no, I said that I... Do you want me to show you how your commission is coming along? I needed to show you how your commission is coming along anyways, and since you're here... Yeah. Thank you, Lunatic. Exactly that. Look at that, smooth as butter. Okay. So, save. Let me find here. Commissions. Carefully not pick anything not safe for work by accident. Let's go to Kitty Kitties, who only orders wholesome stuff. The male one. And here's the female one. I'm sorry, I can't pay attention to more than one person talking after a long day of work. No, that's absolutely fine. I can't pay attention to more than one person talking at once, even at the start of the day. So here are the clotas. The clotes. Like you asked, with and without the overcoat. See? Exactly what you asked. You can also do this if you want, but then he kind of looks like he has been robbed of a very specific parts of his undergarment. Here you go. And thank you for saying that I was undercharging. I completely forgot about the idle animations. There it is. There we go. I think bouncy NPCs are like the best. And I made the girl's clothes shoe. There it is. There we go. Here's the back one. The right walk. Left walk. Idle. Idle back. There we go. And they work like this too. Like I said, technically if you want you can do this. In her case, looks like she's wearing a bedtime gown, honestly. Although it does look very sus, this particular sprite, but that's just because of the cleavage thing. It does kind of look like a naked apron, yes. But there you go. It works for every hair, as usual. And they are pretty much done. If you... Now, I'm not sure if I want to change color of the clothes in the game itself. It really looks really good as always. Ah, thank you, kitty kitty. Like, making the recolor is not too much work. If you, as long as you have more or less the colors that you want. How much would I charge extra if I want? But I mean, you probably have like in way to change the hue of the colors, right? If you need to make a recolor of the clothes. The overclock could just multiply color likely. Ah, yeah. I don't know, Kitty Kitty. If you want, we could do like I did with the hair. And I changed the colors to something, the colors on the overclothes to something neutral. Like the base, the undergarment here, that it's just white, shades of white and blue. I can change the overcloth to shades of white and blue too, and you assign the color you want to them. That would work better. Okay, so tell you what. Free of charge, I make the secondary version, and you can keep the main version as kind of a base of reference on what the colors can look like. So it's easier to work. I will change that during the night, and I'll have something delivered for you soon. No problem, no problem. And let me know if you need anything else, like, I don't know, child NPC sprites, because you need Timmy to fall down a well as a quest or something like that. I just realized it. Hmm? What did you just realize, lunatic? Eh? The side-scroller Kiba platform game is closer to possibility now. I know. That's kind of why I'm doing this separate. Well, I need to think about which quests I want. I don't even have a story yet. Well, Kitty Kitty, as most people say, start with a game loop, and then you build up from there. When starting out, focus on basically making combat and map traversal as fun as possible. Kiba's on Flipwitch. I like to think I don't know if this sounds piggy-headed of me to say, but I like to think I transcended the Flipwitch sprite style. This might sound a little bit piggy-headed. I like to think that I made the style my own. It's definitely Flipwitch inspired, and I'll never deny it, but I think I managed to change it to my own thing. Because, like, I'm about to do something that's very dangerous, and I do not recommend anyone else to do that, but... It's gonna be fine as long as I pick the save for work ones. Right? Right. Where's the main character? Main character is like the only save for work one. What? There are no main characters, Sprite? Really? That is interesting. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hold up. There we go. You know what? This might be too dangerous. I'm just gonna try to pick a small one. Cause like, here's the two styles side by side. That is what I'm currently doing. I want to combat the map and the feel of the game first and worry about the story and quests. You're doing good then. You're doing good. It is distinctly different from Flipwitch. I pulled up some refs from side to side. Yeah, like I feel like I changed it enough. The Flipwitch style is less, how do you say... rendering. There's a distinctly less rendering. Whoa. But yeah. And also I made it taller for some reason along the way. Not that there's anything wrong with Flipwitch style, it's more simple. It also uses the contrast of colors very effectively, right, to determine what's left and right. I did. Basically, what I got from it is that I learned how to make I used it to learn how to make the proportions of the style. Which is a little bit different than the time than from this one. Hold up. Let me show this one. This one was much more closer. This one was inspired by Shogun Showdown, the style here. This one is very close, much closer. It's much closer. Let me see if it's here. There are 1,000 different shoguns in the Spriters resource. Damn. Shogun Showdown. Whoa. Anyways, so it's pretty closer. Pretty much closer. My failed to send. I'll be real though, there are things that you guys tell me that I find lovely. I do find it pretty amusing. Like, I have a person who commissioned me. I think they commissioned like one of my first NSFW work. And they were talking to me like, I feel a little bit guilty because I feel like I corrupted you, and I'm like, I'm a little bit like, what? At which point I go, nah. I am sorry. That honor belongs to my wife. I don't know what you're talking about. Even with nights for nights you make now, you still pure innocent being. I guess I just don't think that there's anything inherently wrong or bad with an SFW or sex. You know? I'm still processing the fact that I'm one of the very few who commissioned for wholesome art. Don't worry about it, Cutie Kitty. You're not one of the few. It's just that I have very... Basically, I have Red, and Red commissions me very often. And it's usually not safe for work stuff. But it's still mostly I'm still mostly doing wholesome art. Well, that and shaded. But shaded is more like nudes, you know? Exactly, exactly. And I don't really do a whole lot of not safe for work art for by myself, actually. I do think that maybe I should start doing it a little bit more because it means practice. But I'm not that necessarily all that inspired to do an SFW. It really helps that when the people who commission me give me like an outline of what they want. Makes my life much simpler. So you could say that the NSFW part is there. If you want, but it's not it's not a specialty. Although I gotta say, I do like the challenge of the animation that's imposed in some of the scenarios. I think it's really funny. Really fun to do. Not funny, fun. It's kind of a thing where I just like focus on how to capture the motions. And just do it, you know? I mean, when the focus is on the body, anatomy and motions are more important. Yeah. It's good for... It's good for practicing the anatomy. Poses are very important. Okay. I'm gonna do an interesting thing here. Because I noticed. There's something that I noticed. This is my personal trick for when I need to do repeat frames of like a very specific stuff. And I need to transfer them between frames. Eventually, I'll set up enough to commission Kiba. I say while looking at my wallet bets and seems to only go down, not up. Oh no, be careful, Lunatic. You can always order something more simple. It can always be just a single motion, it doesn't have to be a full movie all the time. One, two, three, five. Okay. And 6 is here. But like, please do not commission me if it causes you to be, your finances to be adversely affected in any way, shape, or form. That is not something I want on my conscience. I want people who watch me to be able to eat. And afford housing. So take care of yourself first, and then give me money. Oh, don't worry, I can still do that. I keep life necessities everywhere. I think I eat too much. Eh? What do you mean? No, eat healthy, eat healthy. Here. There we go. If I pay you more, I would eat less. Logics. Logistics. You need a diet, why not hire an artist for commission? You have less money to spend on food. Oh god. No. No. Nothing of the sort, please. Have a separate account for life necessities, another one for savings, and I have an expenditure account. That last one is the one that keeps going down. Honestly, that is very smart, Lunatic. That is a good way to not be tempted to spend money when you really shouldn't. Good for you, for you, that's smart. That is smart. It's also good because you don't have to fight, how do you say? I'm thinking urges in my head, but like you don't have to be as careful with impulse buying and stuff, because it's like, I can spend, you're not gonna look at your life savings and be like, oh, technically there's money here, I can spend it. You don't have to do that because you have a separate account for the savings. That's usually good. That's usually good. Technically, we do too. Let's see. Running. And Cuba. There you go. There we go. Let me take a stretch. Let me drink some water. Gotta go sleep now? Okay, Lunatic, have a wonderful Nini. Wake up in 6 hours. Honestly, do I end the stream now? I was thinking about it because technically I have singing lessons. I have singing lessons today. This is gonna be the last singing lessons I have of the year, by the way. I don't do that, but it wouldn't work for me anyways. I keep track of all my money in my head. These are my last singing lessons of the year. We can keep running for more 20 minutes. But you go to sleep, Lunatic. You go to sleep. Gonna see if I can try to work on the female Kiba first pose of running. Then I do male Kiba jumping. There we go. Now let's see. So Mama Kiba's sprite. We're gonna go ahead. If I don't do these 3 separate accountings, I end up spending 4 months worth salary in like a week unknowingly. Oh no! That... Honestly, the different accounting seems like a really good life hack for people with ADHD. Because usually this is apparently a thing that people who have ADHD tend to have really bad impulse restraint, right? Because the brain chemistry works differently. So you have to like adapt your surroundings around that, especially in a society that is pretty much programmed to appeal to your base cravings more and more thanks to the power of marketing TM. Also, the separate account thing is helping with my impulse buying as evidence of only getting compared to my 1k stuff last year. Because I'm back thinking, oh, I have money in my account, this is fine. Yeah, no, being able to differentiate the expendable part of your income is very important. It's very important. Also with gacha gaming too, right? Because honestly, like, I usually don't spend money on gachas, but there are some that will get me, like Pokemon Pocket. Oh boy, Pokemon Pocket. The worst part with spending money on a game is trying to as a streamer, is trying to rationalize it as, oh, it's okay. I'll make a stream out of this game at one point, so surely the money that I spend now is gonna be converted into content, so it's fine. It's usually not fine. Thankfully, I am not much of an impulse buyer. I'm more of an impulse warrior. I can usually hype myself down out of most things. My bane is subscriptions. I can imagine. It's really, really easy. Subscriptions are really easy to buy. And and Twitch does stuff like hype trains, which are designed to make you more likely to gift subs and such. And forget. Eh? Forget what? What are we forgetting? Speaking of subscriptions, eh? Live to because Cubism is a subscription service. Oh no, that's true. Oh yeah, sometimes they do that thing where they auto charge your current subscription, so you might subscribe to a channel, maybe the streamer stop it streaming or you don't watch anymore, and you don't realize you still had the subscription and it keeps rolling in month after month. Yeah, that one is kinda not cool on Twitch Sport, I gotta say. It's kind of weird that they both do that and also unsubscribe people who subscribe the day after randomly, so you need to resubscribe. So yeah, rigging is definitely a hobby, since if we count any money I made from commission, I made a loss. That's fine, that's fine. Although operating at a loss for newer business is almost a pre-requirement nowadays. It's very hard to start at any business with in the black. I think that's how it's said. Anyways, with profit. It is unlikely to make a profit begin with just sorry. With how much I just don't charge people. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the way Momochi does it is she pays the subscription only when she has to use Live 2D for something. And otherwise it just sits there. Not very good for practicing to improve, but man, it's still kind of a rip-off that you need to pay a subscription for the programs nowadays, you know. Which is kind of why I really like as a sprite. A sprite you just pay once and it's very cheap and you're done. There you go. Here's the program. It even updates every now and again. Which honestly they didn't have to do. Not something that they necessarily had to do. But it's nice that it's there. You know what's funny? The subscription thing is kind of a reason why I didn't really try too much to get into Live 2D. Because at first I kind of wanted to give it a try. And I remember I did try to learn a little bit. But then it kind of sunk in that I would have to pay to learn in a sense. But like, not getting a teacher or anything, without having a teacher or anything. They got you with the free trial, I see. I mean, it is pretty fun, right? And you can do so much stuff with Live 2D nowadays. But like, it didn't really click to me. When I was trying it out. Unlike pixel art clicked. Pixel art just clicked to me. Probably because I grew up playing pixel games. And I had that phase in my childhood where I was editing sprites left and right. So I did use that to my advantage. Also, weren't you going to bed, Lunatic? Or are you waiting for me to end the stream? Hmm? I was going to bed, but I started typing. I see. Okay. Conversations gone brew? That's true. That's fair. Just gotta be careful. Do not go too over your sleepy schedule. Map making. Oh, which service do you use, Cutie Kitty? Is it like that Ironforge one? I remember when I was trying to do a writing project, I looked into a lot of like map making and world building tools for building worlds. You're going to make your project slash game slash book, and you're not even using worldbuilder.com? What are you even doing? How will you be able to tell a proper story if you can't figure out when the trade of cows began in the starting hero's village? I use Incarnate, but it isn't what I was expecting from the tool. Oh. Why? Why not? By the way, I had a phase. I bought... Which one was it? I bought Campfire on Steam. which is basically a tool for organizing events and locations for your book. So if you're writing a book or making a game or creating or building a world that you're gonna use to write a book or make a game, it helps you keep track of things, and it has so many tools actually, but overall very much. I'll be real, the tools are slightly procrastinatory in nature for me. Right? Because I was like, oh, I can't possibly try to write a chapter. I still haven't figured out each character's underwear color. And I'll staple their underwear color right here. With this tool that helps me keep track of important things like their panties colors. Yes. I am totally not stalling. And terrified of failing. You know? That sort of stuff. Let's see. The assets are limited even after subscription, and I couldn't use it to make a decent map for my game. I think Paint would be better for me than a tool like that. Wow, that's bad. Do you know the trick for making maps completely at random? There's a very simple trick to help you make maps for games / overworld and stuff like that. How to randomly generate them? I think it was like you can either pick a bag of coins or a bag of dices, and you throw them on a piece of blank piece of paper, and you start tracing around more or less where they land. Yeah, the rice trick, pretty much. And that gives you a place to start, basically. I don't know. When she is looking forward, her hair is looking slightly like a helmet. And I don't want her hair to look that much like a helmet. I think it's in an awkward position, the head. Show tomate. Can I send you the idea I had for the map on Discord? Is it okay to show it on stream? It's okay to show it on stream now. Sure. You can go right ahead. When it comes down to trying to make maps, the ones that I make on RPG Maker, they tend to be very function heavy. Like, why did I put this obstacle here? Oh, because the character is gonna need to have something to stop them from getting there, essentially. So it usually starts very bare. I put the functioning first, and then I put the flavor. Is how I try to do it. Let's see. Oh. I see, I see, I see, I see. Yeah. That's 100% serviceable. What is the red thing is though? What is that red area? Is it gonna be like lava or fire? Okay. So here. What to do is this. There we go. Would be an area that was something that isn't there anymore. Ah, like it was destroyed or taken away. I see, I see, I see. It was very craterish, so I was wondering. It definitely conveyed that. It definitely conveyed the big boom. There we go. I see, I see, I see. Also. What? Okay, so everyone, I believe that's all the time we have for today. Because like I said, I'm gonna have my last singing lesson of the year. So everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye, everyone. Bikini Kiba. I don't know. Maybe if I put a pool background, it's possible. Bye bye. Let me find someone to raid. Who is on today? We have. Let's see, who can I raid and run away immediately? Because I don't really have a whole lot of time. Oh. Yeah, we can raid them. Let's raid Royal Rascal. Alright everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome. And remember, when in doubt, when you think you can do it, just think like a ninja, and sure you can! Bye bye everyone! Have a wonderful day. Bye bye! Bye! Bye bye!